So let's talk about marriage and the divorce. You probably heard of the very scary stats, which is almost 50% of the US couples married, they will end up being divorced. These stats sounds very scary. It's very hard to believe. So that's why I dig into the data and I found out that's actually true. So let's just talk about why this rate is getting so high and how do they calculate this rate and how can we prevent. So first of all, I will like to analyze the marriage, the stages of marriage. There are actually at least 3 stages of marriage. The first one is passion. Passion stage means you first know each other, then you don't have, you first marry, then you don't have any kids. Only two of you, and two of you can really do whatever you want. Maybe you can travel around the world, or you can go to the mountains to kind of live for a few years, do whatever you want, which is the couple century. And after that, a lot of couples will have children. That's where the stages change. When you have children, your marriage become like parenthood. You both become very responsible. Need to become very responsible for your kids, and it's about parenting. It's more about parenting, and the partner that the dynamics between partners will change dramatically from passion stage to parenthood stage because what it requires it's just totally different personality, right? So at this change, because of dynamics of the partner change, maybe your partner is a very good patient stage partner, but it's not a good parent. So they will cause a lot of conflicts. First way of divorce comes from here. It's this transition. And after this parenthood stage, your kids start growing up, maybe go to college, and after they go to the college, they maybe don't really come back home that often. Maybe a couple of times a year. So they become the world of your two again, and this become a companionship. Maybe you don't have that much passion about each other anymore, but you still treat each other as a very good friends. You really enjoy doing a lot of things together. And this is also change because the dynamics also will change again. Maybe previously the focus of you two is just to raise your kids and to give them best education, best parenting stuff. And now you suddenly like lose the weight of your life, like the weight of the center of your life. And a lot of couples that couldn't adjust these changes, then they got divorced. So that's the second way of divorce. So then now we understand what's the reason of divorce. And let's just look into the marriage and the divorce rate in the US. So basically, how they calculate this is they calculate how many people get married. How many people get married in 1,000 out of 1,000 population, and this rate is around 6.9% to 6 or around 6% now. And how many people get divorced per 1,000 people? It's around 3%. So this number is just like 1 year. But if you look at across like the conditions, like a couple they get married, how much percentage of this couple will get divorced in their lifetime? The answer is around 50%. This number is very easy to get because you just need to get a net marriage, net number of marriage people, and the net number of divorced people. Then you divided the divorce by marriage, and you got this rate. So which is 3% divided by 6%, which is 50%. That's how we get this number. So it's around 50%. More accurately, it's 46% now. And good news is it's not a record high. The record high was like around 20 to 25 years ago. There was a peak. Now this rate gradually decreased. So that's one good news for you. But bad news for you is this rate, it's still super, super high. Can you even imagine? One out of two couples will get divorced eventually. That's a number that I couldn't comprehend. But that's actually super high because I don't really sense that this ratio is so high. Maybe because I don't live in the U.S., but I need to check the stats of where I live. So this is super, super high, and how we can prevent that? It's a really tricky question. So we really need to figure out the transition. What happened in the transition? And that's actually the topics I want to dig in more. And I hope like when I share the numbers, some numbers with you, you can get some more ideas. So on average, is 50% of couple or marriage couples in the United States, they will end up in divorce or separation. Separation means maybe they don't divorce legally, but they just don't live together anymore. And there are also the difference between the first marriage, second marriage, or third marriage in terms of a divorce rate. The divorce rate for first marriages, it is the rate the first marriage couple will end up in divorce. It's 41%, and if this second marriage they end up in divorce, is the chance of second marriages end in divorce, it's actually higher. It's 60%. So what about third marriages? It's 73%. So what you can see here is, okay, so we need to interpret this data very carefully. There's a cause and effect. I cannot tell you this is like the number of times of your marriages. It's the reason they cause high divorce rate, or that's other factors. That's what I couldn't tell you. And how you interpret this data is up to you. And just be careful. And the U.S. has the sixth highest divorce rate in the world, which is pretty high. It's pretty high. You can consider there are almost 200 countries in the world, and the U.S. is 6 out of 200. There must be something going on here. And I really want to figure out. Alright, so that's the video for today. I think I originally promised you how to prevent this from happening. But after digging into all this data, I think I do not have an answer yet. That's why I am planning to make more videos about this topic. It's just so interesting. Consider many of my friends are getting married, and some of them maybe don't have happy marriages. So I will like to dig into more what's the reason behind that, how to make people more happy. That's a general goal. Okay, alright, so that's all for today. If you would like to receive more videos like this, especially about marriage, don't forget to subscribe. I will make more videos on that topic. Alright, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.